Don't touch the wire.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Mystical Awakenings with the crazy, wild, and wacko Deb and Arjay DeRoos.
Our audio is not working, I don't think.
Uh-oh.
So all of a sudden it went out. Let me check.
No, you guys, I can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, good. We just couldn't hear ourselves
Right
through our own,
before we came on, a cord, I bumped a cord and it cut us off for a moment.
Let me ask you a question before we bring your awesome guest on.
Yeah.
Don't you have activity in that house anyway?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Every freaking day.
It's off the hook.
So, you know what I mean? It's not, when things like that happen, it's, you just chalk it up to possibly, there's always the possibility it's technical issues, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's not necessarily that.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. I find myself every day saying, just knock it off.
You could do a couple shows on that for sure.
Yeah. I mean, last night the water turned on all by itself.
You know what? My house has been getting more active. Mom seeing a woman, I'm smelling like when I'm sitting here, I smell like the powder that, not baby powder, the powder that you put on your face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm getting like strong aromas to that when I'm sitting here. I'm like, where is that coming from?
Right.
And
Did you know anybody that wore it?
I can't think of anybody off the top of my head. The other day, a frame that I have leaning, it's a Travis Walton frame. It's leaning against the wall. And there's a UFO model there. And it's on a shelf. It's up. It's elevated. It's about 6 feet up. It flew off the wall and landed 4 feet away in a diagonal way. I was like, if the model didn't get touched, nothing. How does that happen? How does that fall? It's impossible. It's impossible. So there's been some weird stuff. But before I leave, because I don't want to waste time and I want you to bring on your guest. I am so happy that RJ, you're doing better with your health.
Yes. Thank you.
So thank God.
My friend. Thank you.
Yeah. And on behalf of everyone watching, listening, and of course myself and so many people out there, we're praying for you. We're thinking of you. I've lit, I lit candles, the whole deal.
Thank you.
So I'm so happy that you're doing better.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thank you so much. Yep.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Bill. Well, it's good to know we can be heard. Yes, we have a fantastic guest tonight. A very good friend, she's actually the founder of the Voices of Contact.
Well, she's a colleague of ours. We're a colleague of hers.
We're hand in hand with so many things, and we're so blessed. We'll just bring her in.
Right.
Mama Mary.
Mama Mary for the Voices of Contact.
I love you guys.
You're amazing. And I'm excited because in 2 days,
we have the Blood Moon Parafest. Yes.
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
And you're coming down. We're going to have a lot of time. It's a good thing RJ's not coming. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Well, right, because the doctor lifted his restrictions. So now he's getting all cocky and thinks he can, do all kinds of crazy things. And tells me, you can't even yell at me. You can't tell me I can't. So
I just want to say, I've said this, I appreciate everybody's prayers and love they sent me. So it was good news. I want to get back on track and get back to what I was doing. So it's frustrating when you can't.
That's good news.
Yeah.
Yes. Very good news. Not, I kind of wish he could come this weekend, but at the same time, we'll get more work done.
Yeah, I got a lot of work to do here, so just never a dull moment here. Trust me.
Yeah. So Val and I will be there. Well, hi again, Skywatcher.
I want to share the Facebook information on the screen. So everybody, I did put the links in the chat, but I also want to put this up on the screen of the event.
That would be wonderful.
I'm going to do it right now. So I just want to come on and just pop on and let you guys know I was going to do that.
Yay. Can y'all see it?
We'll make it big.
Well, I think I sent you the flyer as well. Did I? I know I meant to.
I will double check, but this is the event. Mary, it's October 18th, so obviously it's going to be Saturday and Sunday.
Yes. Yeah, first
Excuse me.
it'll run from 11 to 5, and during that time there will be vendors outside, and there's also $25 entry into the Stimson Hospital, and there's going to be all sorts of things set up. We have speakers, we have a gallery session with Gigi and I. Brian Danhausen's going to be there. We have we have a paranormal group, Crossroads Paranormal, I do believe, that's going to be there, and they're going to be showing their documentaries and speaking. They're very interesting people and have great knowledge with the recordings and the videos and the documentaries they put together. They do really amazing work. So it's always exciting to see what they put together and what they have for you. The other paranormal groups, let's see here, J&J Paranormal is going to be there, and I think my favorite part about them is they always have really unique items. You see things that they make that isn't like anybody else, and especially with their paranormal investigation, they like to get into it and create it themselves and utilize that. So all sorts of different things. And I think what Sarah said, okay, this creeps me out, but there's going to actually be a doll room where people can go in there and create dolls, make their own dolls.
That's
And-
actually
and-
cool.
I might have to crash the party now. Just yeah.
But Mary, that site, because I put the link in the chat. Can they go to Mary Bassett on Facebook, and the information is there as well?
Yep, they'll be able to find it because I've been sharing it all along. I actually just shared it a couple of times, so they'll be able to get on there. And it's really easy to find. All you have to do is look up the Stimson Hospital in Eaton Rapids, and it's going to pull you right to it.
Okay.
It's an amazing place. If you don't know the history, way back when they had the crazes of the mineral water, Eaton Rapids was really well known for that. Like people from California, stars, everybody came to this hospital to get this miracle water, which actually made them sick. But that's here nor there, right? But it was also, people would come there for that kind of treatment, but other ailments as well. And they have a whole history book of all the people that have come there. Over 3,000 people have passed away in that hospital. And we're talking a small little town. And then within a block, you have like a nurse's house, just a couple houses down, that all the nurses that worked at the hospital, they lived there to work, and the doctors, they lived in the hospital, and there was 2 doctors that passed there. So the older gentleman, and I'm not going to be smart enough to actually remember the name, so I'm not going to try, but the older doctor, he actually passed away of a heart attack in his office downstairs, and then the other doctor was upstairs, and that's where they used to do their surgeries, and he was stepping into the elevator to go down to the morgue, wasn't paying attention, and the elevator wasn't there, so he fell to the bottom.
Holy
God.
That happened. The other doctor was in the morgue when he fell, and so
Going
there's
down.
activity down there. The place is amazing. You're always going to get something there. They have a little doll there that if you don't leave tokens, she'll follow you home. Like literally.
Oh God.
I'll leave tokens. Are you guys going, Deb and Arjay? Are you guys going?
She is.
I'm going. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, we need a follow-up. We need information.
All right.
Whether
Let me
it's-
ask you, was there arsenic in the water?
I don't think so. I think just the water wasn't clean, to be honest. From my understanding, it gave people dysentery.
Oh, dysentery. Okay.
Yeah.
Dirty miracle water, huh?
Yeah.
Well, have
Pretty
a
much.
great time this weekend, both of you, and
Thank
wish I was
you.
there, but I'm sure it's going to be a great event.
I'm excited. I am.
It is.
It's
I'm
gonna be
excited.
fun.
Yes.
See you guys.
Yeah. Thanks,
And,
Bill.
yeah, we have an investigation coming up too later on, so I'll talk to you about that later.
Oh, all right. Well, the Stimson Hospital is just, The people that own it are amazing. So Chris and Pam Sturgill, and they're, you know, definitely history buffs, and the story they have when to get that home was just, it's, you know, the house was meant for them, because if I remember correctly, they had just, the way they tell it, they had just come into town and they saw that it was for sale. So they went and they inquired and they tried to put, you know, an offer in, but somebody had already bought it. And so they're like, oh, okay, it wasn't meant to be. And then at the last minute, that person backed out
Wow.
and they got the house. So you know that there's a connection there, and they're such wonderful people, and they're trying to turn it back to what it looked like during the hospital days and preserve the history of it and turn it into an Airbnb. So
Oh,
like
wow.
anytime you can do an event there, they
Yeah.
take that money and they put it into the renovations, and it's just, it's a beautiful place. I just absolutely love it. You have all sorts of spirits, from little children to older, you know. We've heard things from, I will try not to swear. I crap you not. There, one night we were sitting there, and like through the EVP, we heard like the trains, and we're like, oh, you know, somebody must have been here from a train accident type thing. And so the cool thing is, when you do the paranormal investigations and you go in there and you explore, you can look through the history book and compare it to what you actually got. And
Wow.
there was a train derailment, and there was a lot of people that had been brought to that hospital and
How
perished from it.
interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
It's a
I have
fascinating
never
place.
been there, so
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yep.
So how many years have they been doing this?
Well, Sarah and I have been doing it. This will be the 3rd year, and this year Sarah has taken the full reins on it, and I'm really excited to see what she does with it, because she's so creative with the way her mind works. You know, and she
Right.
loves people, and her whole goal is to make sure that when people are coming, that they're going to have a good time, or else she's not going to be happy. And if you're not going to have time, she will give you the entertainment and make you laugh to make sure you have a good time. So either way, it's fun, you know,
Yeah.
one way or another.
So roughly, how many people usually go there, or expected to go there? I mean, just roughly.
The first year we had about 30 people come through, which we didn't think was pretty bad, because we put it in together in 3 weeks.
Right.
So we didn't
right.
think it was bad. We get a lot that comes in off of the out of the community too, because we put it open to the public. So
Right.
quite a few different, you know, the people from our groups
Yeah.
come through, and then we're able to get people from the community in, because they're really curious actually about what it looks like inside. A lot of
But
them
it's
want to
been growing, right? It's been growing a lot, yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, I need to let everybody know that I talked to Sarah. She's on the road right now, right before we came on. And she said, please tell everybody on the live that she loves them. And they really, really better come, because it's going to be, even the raffles are going to be effing awesome. So be there. You can get your
Yep.
tickets at the door, you know, just show up.
Well, she's going to my hometown, my
Yeah.
original hometown. Okay.
So had to get that in there before I forgot.
And she does. She always does really great raffles, because again, she has that creative mind. Me, I'd probably just put a gift card in the basket and be like, there you go. But she comes up with really unique things, and yeah,
Nice.
I'm really looking forward to this year. I really am.
Well, I can say that, you know, I was honored to, she sent me some photos of some of the baskets, and it's like, oh my God, I want to win all these.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, they are really cool. Really cool. This is going to be, you know, an amazing event. And I love that Mama Mary is cool enough to say, you know what, Sarah, do this.
Nope,
You're,
nope,
you know,
that
you're
is
there
all
with the
her.
safety net.
Yep.
But she's
That's all her.
she's really doing it, and she's so
She is.
excited. So excited.
So where is it at? And what time does it start?
It is at Eaton Rapids. So if you just, all that everybody has to do is just put the Stimson Hospital, Eaton Rapids, and it'll map them right to it.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, Eaton Rapids is like a one-road town. If you come into Eaton Rapids, you're going to pass it no matter what.
Right.
You don't have any other options. So it's really easy to find.
Okay.
So Eaton Rapids is an easy place to get to. I know sometimes there's events where it's kind of a challenge to get to it, and
Mhm.
it's easy to get to too.
Oh, let's see. Oh, now what time does it start, Mary?
It starts
No.
at 11. So Saturday, 11 to 5.
Thanks, Bill. Yeah, and then there's evening activities, but I believe that's sold out, right?
Yes, I do believe so. We do a paranormal investigation at night, and again, it's Sarah. She cracks me up because she has this new show. And of course, I can't remember it right off. Let me see. Let me find it because the show's
Truth or Scare?
Truth or Scare. There you go. It's so hilarious because it's always Sarah. But they play a game show on the history, like the two paranormal teams. And then, like, whoever loses, they have to take a box in with them, and they have to paranormal investigate with whatever's in that box.
Oh, wow.
However stupid it is, even if it's a block type
Right.
thing.
Mhm.
Right.
So it's just
Yeah.
funny. If you get a chance to watch the first episode, do it. Just to watch them compete. So they're going to have 3 of the paranormal groups, and they're going to do that competition, and then they're going to film at night. So that's fun too. Again, creative ideas. What can I say?
Right.
Yep.
So vendors, are there a lot of vendors?
There's not going to be a whole saturation of vendors. We try to have enough of what everybody's going to look for, but not too many,
Right.
if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So we're not going to be saturated with readers, healers, or vendors. It's going to be just enough for everybody. So that, I guess, enough abundance for everybody is the right
Mhm.
word at the
Right.
same
That
time.
makes it
So
really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's to go to an event and you have 50 vendors and 30 of them all do the same thing.
it's hard to pick.
Yeah,
Well, nobody makes any money. Let's say it, face it, though.
right. That too. But it
Mhm.
takes some of the fun out of it for sure. So I'm totally excited. I've never been to that hospital. I've heard some great things about it. So I'm
Yep,
really
it is.
looking
It's
forward
fun.
to stepping inside and
Or not so great things.
yeah. Yeah, that could be really interesting too, for sure.
I think like one of my favorite spots, especially if you go upstairs, you can feel like the energy shift when you walk into the main bedroom. And if you stand in their doorway, if you're sensitive, your head will just go, you'll just feel it just spin. And that used to be, if I understand it correctly, the labor room.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's where if that was the maternity ward, they would go have the babies. But they have pictures and reports of people seeing like a tall woman in a white dress walking around in that room.
Wow.
Even the kiddos will talk. Yeah, they walked by and woke me up last night. So it doesn't bother them. They love it.
Well, you do
I
get
really
used to it. Yeah.
you do, and I think they belong to that house, so it's not freakish, to them. But
So right now it's set up like a house.
Originally, when they bought it, it had been split up into apartments.
Oh,
And I think it was probably like 4 or 5 apartments, and it was having like severe haunted activity during that time. Like it was well known as the haunted house. Now it's more like you go in there and you're hanging out with a bunch of spirits, and there's nothing negative that's going to happen. They're not going to try to freak you out. They're just going to interact.
Right.
Where before it was
A little on the
intense to
iffy
some
side,
people.
huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
But when they took over the house, they ripped everything out and turned
Oh.
it back into a home.
Okay.
There's some apartment left on the back, but the rest of it they returned into a home.
that's really cool.
So how do you guys do the investigation? Just send a few people in at the same time? Everybody goes in the same time? How does it work?
They usually go in levels. One group will go upstairs, for an hour. The second group middle, and then the third will go in the basement, and then after the hours, they just switch.
Okay. There's
That makes sense.
But
Keeps it
yeah, there's
kind of-
so many rooms and so many different things to look at. And then they do a really good job at preserving the history of it. So there's a whole room that's dedicated to like medical items, like very antique old medical items. And Chris is so knowledgeable that he'll just sit there and give you the whole spiel about it forever. The whole history and like every single like, piece of equipment they have.
right. Yep. So
I have a hard time seeing these, but I kind of got a kick out of this. I think a ghost would be scary, more scary to see than an ET.
I totally agree. That was like my deal because the house we moved in, like I knew there was spirit here, so that was like the deal I made before we moved in. I'm like, okay, when it's 3 a.m. and I come downstairs to go pee, I don't want to see anything or hear anything because I'm gonna wet myself. So that was like the number one ground rule. Like, absolutely, don't do it.
Yeah,
Spirits everywhere. Yeah, every
there's
house. is
one bathroom in the whole house you gotta go to.
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay.
ours too. Yeah, not
Hate
the
it.
easiest thing on earth.
Yeah.
For sure. So, I really encourage people, if you're in Michigan, take that little drive to Eaton Rapids, scope it out. It's only $25. I mean, I think that's a phenomenal price to be able to
It is.
get in, hear these speakers or, and see the vendors and experience the place. If nothing else, just to walk through the doors and experience it.
Let me find, I know there's speaker times in here. Let me find those real quick so I can give those out to everybody.
Yeah, tell us who's speaking. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, everybody would love that.
So let's find it.
Yeah, I saw it earlier. I may have even posted it. But I'm not
I know
sure.
I shared it. I shared it somewhere.
So everybody hang in there.
Somewhere out in the universe.
Yep. Give me 5 seconds.
It's all good.
I know I believe Sarah and I are doing the gallery at 12, and I think the first ones speaking are the Crossroads Paranormal. Let me check here. Of course I can't find it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it kicks off at 11.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. The speakers start right off as when it kicks off with the talking, and then it just continues on from there. So
right. And I'm, being a medium and usually the one doing the gallery, I'm really excited to just kind of go observe and that.
Yep.
To do it.
To sit back and relax.
Is Brian speaking?
He is. Yep. I'm
Yes,
not sure what
okay.
he's speaking on, but he is.
All right, Brian.
I've got a couple of friends coming, so I've already told them that they've got to get a reading kind of newbies to it. So we got to start them out right. Got to break them in right.
He's amazing. That's for sure. Brian is, I was bummed because he came and did his work at the Michigan UFO Contact, and all weekend he's like, I'm going to get, it's been a couple of years now, so I want to get another reading from Ryan.
He was busy though.
Yeah, it never happened. So maybe
perfect.
We'll
have to just pin him down and make sure he doesn't move.
Right. And that's difficult.
Yeah.
Difficult to keep people away from him because word has, really gotten out how good he is.
Right. He is I call him the painting psychic medium. Yeah. He's got a very unique way to do readings.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's always spot on.
Right.
So we have a few other things coming up as well that I just want to throw in there. In Dundee at the Old Mill Parafest, and that's November 8th. Mary and you and I will be doing a DNA activation. And that's
Yes.
going to be, we don't have a time set yet, but if you're interested in doing that, the info's on Facebook. Just get a hold of one of us. Let us know. That's going to be so awesome.
It
And
will be.
it will. Well, I think out of all the years that the old mill has been doing the Parafest, I think I've only missed one. It's a great
Yeah.
event. The mill is, for a historical museum, you talk about activity. You walk in that place and ooh,
Oh, you can
I don't know
feel
about
it.
you,
Oh,
but
yeah.
yeah, my skin always tingles in there. I'm off balance. I just, yeah.
It's right next to water, a big river. It's pretty
Mhm.
cool. Yeah.
It is an amazing place.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's really cool because, because it's an old mill, literally, but
Mhm.
and it's all preserved, so you get that feel of the historical part, and then they have the whole upstairs, then and some that you can walk through and see. I love history, so I think that kind of thing is just fascinating to be able to feel that energy. But they always have fabulous speakers too. They always
they
have a
do.
good lineup.
Right.
Yes,
They
they
work
do.
really hard at, bringing people in. So it's
Yes, they
always the
do.
best way to end the year.
And you're going to be there. So
I am.
you're speaking, aren't you? Or are you
Not
doing
a gallery,
gallery?
not speaking.
Okay.
Yep. Brian and I are going to do a gallery together.
Nice.
Well, that'll be fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We won't make him play my victim this year. Russian. So poor guy.
I think he liked it.
He probably did.
No, some
He
folks
doesn't
might have
remember
not.
anything.
Right. Some folks might have not heard of the DNA activation. And can you guys explain some of that? Sylvia says, "Oh, that was amazing." Yeah. So we did it at the
thank
UFO.
you,
You guys did it
Sylvia.
at the UFO conference, and
Mhm.
but for some of people might not know what it is.
Oh,
So
DNA
Thank you, ladies.
activation has been like it was life-changing for me. And
Oh,
probably
me
most
too.
of you have already heard the spiel, so we'll make it quick. I was trying to remember where I came from, right from source. I wanted to know what the purpose of it was. And my
Right.
guides led me to DNA activation. So I studied it. And then I was going to teach a class myself, wrote a meditation, and ended up giving myself the DNA activation while I was proofreading it, and then just started sharing it with everybody. And what it really does is, if we just break it down in simplistic terms, every time we experience trauma, pain, loss, we all know that we lose a piece of our soul. And,
Right.
we lose that through our chakras. So we have to consider our chakras as portals. So what the DNA activation does is it goes through each of those chakras and connects to the pieces of your soul that resides in that dimension and pulls all those pieces back into you and integrates. And then over time, I mean, it's not like a magic pill. It doesn't happen like instantaneous, but over time, all of a sudden you feel yourself walking as this person that you've always meant to be. You're literally remembering who you are. Because I didn't I spoke with somebody who was a bit more evolved with me. Like, I knew that he had experienced some of these things before, and I wasn't really grasping the whole thing. And the way he described it is it's age regression. He's like, that's what he called it. He didn't call DNA activation. He goes, that's what you're doing. It's you did it for yourself and it's activated. Now you can do it for others. You're age regressing. You're taking somebody back to a point in their life where they no pain or trauma. And now they can walk through the rest of their life the way they've always meant to walk without all those things that have, shifted us and jaded us and shook us up a little bit, and made us hold back a little bit. When we bring that all back in, you become whole, and it's life changing. And,
Yes.
it's the most natural form of healing, and it's so easy. It's so easy. So why not share it for like an energy that everybody can have it, right?
Mhm.
And
Right.
that's Deb and I's goal. I'm lucky that she's I'm lucky enough that she's willing to put up with me calling her with some crazy ass ideas and just going with it. She's like, "Yeah, let's do it." But I
We're
know
a team.
that's right. She has the like mind of knowing that the connection you make with people is everlasting, whether you see it or not. And something like this that can be life changing. The more we can get it out to people and connect with people, the more they can help other people, and it can change the world.
Mm-hmm.
One small step
absolutely.
can change
Yeah.
everything. That's it.
It can.
think.
And that's,
Yeah.
when I talked to her yesterday and you today a little bit on the message about the morphogenetic fields
Mhm.
and how perhaps ETs can come in and I don't want to say mess, they can adjust, alter these fields to where it actually decides what kind of DNA is going to be presented to the planet and what kind of species we're going to be come from that thing. So I'm sure we're all affected by. So I'm trying to find some tools to help you guys. And you're doing some of it already. Trust me. I'm just trying to find some more tools that we don't have to help maybe adjust and alter those morphic genetic resonant fields. So,
yeah. When we first started doing this, it put me in mind a lot of soul retrieval work, and that's something that I did years ago, and that too is very life altering for sure. Because we don't even think about what we lose throughout our life. As we grow, there's so many people that don't remember anything before like 8 years old, 7 years old, whatever. It's all a part of us, not only this lifetime, but many lifetimes. And when you lose that memory, it's more like soul loss, like you were saying. So repairing that, and just the mindset of I'm bringing it back together does amazing things.
Takes your power back.
It does. So
it does.
Yeah, it's something I don't regret doing. But as soon as you contacted me about it, I'm going to contact Deb about this crazy idea, I just lit up. And I said, well, I don't know a lot about that. And you said, yes, you do. You don't remember. And that sentence right there, and I've told you this before, was like, boom. All of a sudden, that was almost like an activation for me.
So have you read the Gospels of Mary Magdalene?
I started to, and I believe I saved it. I have not gotten all the way through.
It's a very short. Read it.
Right.
If you sat down for 2 hours, it would be done. It's literally like 80 pages. Read it, and then you will text me and go, "Oh my God." Yeah. Trust me.
Well, typically, if I sit down for 2 hours, I'm either really working on something or doing a show.
Yeah.
A 2-hour sit is really hard for me.
Do an audiobook while you're driving. That's what I do.
That I could do. Stuff. Yeah, I used to do a lot of audiobooks. So yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, she was pretty amazing. Yeah, she was even more, I think, in tune than any of those people that were back there about what was going on.
Yeah. Well, just the more I've been doing a lot of research. So I've been researching a lot of like what being Gnostic means, what being a Gnostic Christian means, like, and and the more I read into it, I realize how much it makes sense for me now. Like all the things I believe, like I believe that the Bible was real. It was a real story, but there was missing parts in there. That was not the full story. Right. And so like the more I'm researching, I'm realizing that. But when I connect with the Gnostic belief, I see how the DNA activation plays it. That's it. Like that leads to that point. That is what it's all about. Because the Gnostic belief is you have faith in God, but not a higher power over you. The God's within, right? What we've always been saying. And
Right.
that is the belief that they were utilizing. And I think that's why the DNA activation is important, because it's going to help us remember that, you know?
Right. Yeah.
So
Yep.
sorry, now you got me all on that spiel. I apologize.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
remember-
it's so important that people,
yeah.
even to get their mindset there
Mhm.
makes a difference in your whole being.
Yeah.
Just the realization that there's things that we're missing, parts of us that we're missing, things that, the way it's set up, we're not using most of our brain or our DNA, or, we need to take control here. We're doing
That's
it.
right. Well,
Yeah.
because what is it? You use 3% of your DNA and 97% of it is junk DNA. So realistically, do we believe it? We're told that there's nothing we can do about that, or do we research ourselves and see if we can do it? Because
Right.
I bet
Mhm.
you'll find you can, right? We
Yeah.
can
Right.
activate more.
Yeah.
They say that you have the 12 strand, and then you have 24 strand and 48 strand. It goes all the way up to the light rays, right? Until you reach the upper heavens of the 7 other heavens, right? So
Mhm.
I think anything's possible. And I'm willing to try almost anything if it's spiritual and energetic.
There
So
you go.
at least
And
I
the
got Deb who's willing to go along with me.
Yeah, and the DNA tells you who you are and where you came from,
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
or who the total you.
Mhm. Yep.
Well,
Yep.
it's nice to, because when you can get that, it's nice to know the whole reasoning behind it. Because the person I was talking with, he explained it like, you know, that's the whole point, and you hear about it, right? Is to raise up your vibration so you can get back to source. Well, okay, Mary Magdalene's book literally tells you what ascension is. It's no lie. Like
Right.
that's what her gospel is. Unless whether people recognize what it's saying, that's exactly it's ascension of your soul, not going to heaven, but returning to who you were originally. And I just think that's where we're headed in a sense. That's why, the Blood Moon Parafest and things like that are so important. That, the smaller events where it pulls that community together and gets all sorts of people involved in different things and different ideas, different tastes and reflections, perspectives. I I think we're going to see us slowly all come back together as a collective.
Right.
But we need everybody not to be on the same page, because you're never ever going to be on the same page, but
Just head in
wanting
the
the
same
same
direction.
thing in the end. That's
Yeah,
right.
head in the same direction.
Wanting peace,
Yeah. So
living in peace and being happy.
yeah.
Yeah. So true. So
And
true.
then we have like what it'll be. I'm already thinking about next year. Then we have potographs in April.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
excited. I just want to skip from it's from January to April because I like Christmas, but we could just skip all those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the time between that.
Yeah. That's always the hardest time of year for all of us. I think either Mary's frozen or we're frozen. But the hardest time of year is when we can't do any kinds of festivals or cons or gatherings of any sort. And that's why in the spring, we love doing the mystical retreats.
Yeah.
And this year,
Well, Mary didn't make the one in June, did she? The 1st of June, last of May, up in UP.
No.
Yeah.
No, she was doing another
We got to
event.
get her to come up there too.
Yeah. Yep. So we did that one as well. And that was an amazing event. And I really wanted Mary to, oh, there she went, talk about the Ascension Fest that's coming up next year. So I'm not going to give a whole lot away on that.
Right.
If we can get her back in, we'll talk about it. But I don't feel I should give a whole lot. But the retreat weekend in usually March or April,
Right.
maybe in May this year. I don't know. Andrea is adamant that she will be there. I'm trying to manifest that. Okay, so Mary is back in the studio. We'll see if she is able to come back on. There she is. Hi.
Sorry, my hotspot just quit on me. It was fully charged before I started the show. I made sure of it because I was like, it's not going to do me any good if my hotspot dies.
Right.
This hotspot.
And it did. Whoops.
So sorry.
That's all right.
I got my other
That's
one.
all right.
So I was like, where did they go? Then I realized it was me, not you.
Well, we weren't
So
sure
what
if
we
it
were
was
talking
us or you.
Oh, we were talking about the importance of it was probably both.
Uh-oh.
Maybe.
Your
Probably
sound
me.
is going in and out. Uh-oh. Mary, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
You're off and on.
Your
Your
sound
sound is
going off.
kind of going in and out. Darn it.
It's always something with us, isn't it?
Yeah. Especially, when you get us with Mary.
Yeah.
Can you hear
I
me
don't
now?
know. It's got to be
Yep.
that high frequency. We always have issues every darn show.
I know. I'm sorry. Can you hear me? I'm trying to get
Yes.
my other hotspot on, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Can
we
hear you now.
all
Yeah.
right.
And this is why, Voices of Contact, we usually need to pre-record it because we always have technical issues with our energies. It never fails. So I was talking
Well,
about,
even
we were
if I
talking
try
about
to
different
do it
events here.
somewhere else. Yeah, so we were on our way to April and talking about photographs.
Right.
So that will be a fun one.
Yep, and that will be here in Houghton Lake at the Lakeside Resort and Conference Center. And this year is a little bit different, a little more special because it's right on Murray's birthday. So that's going to
Aw.
make a nice difference. I mean, it's always a great event, but that'll be cool.
That will make it very special.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We'll all be there, of course, and loving it. And then I tried to bring up, Mary, and then you kind of disappeared. There's an Ascension Fest coming up, but I didn't want to give that away.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, we're you and I we're gonna do a small Ascension Fest with just a small group of people, and they're gonna come and camp at the house. We're gonna hang out, and everybody can just share their gifts or share stories, whatever. We'll cook out, have some fun, cause some trouble, and then for August 15th, we're gonna have Ascension Con, and that's gonna be at the historical Charlton Park in Hastings, Michigan. And that's going to be completely free to the public and free to our vendors. And we will have speakers there. We're working on some bigger names that are going to be coming. And then all we expect is for healers and readers to put donation cans out. And
Right.
that people who are selling product, you give 30% of the donation so that the next time we do it, it can still be completely free.
Right.
So we're really just talking to Deb, we think it's so important to be able to get back to what it's all about. What's really important is helping people heal. We've kind of lost that.
Right. And it is. I mean,
Yeah.
it's time for everybody to realize that they have that power within. And if we all work together,
Yes.
it's going to help everybody ascend. Not just us.
No,
that's right.
The human ego. We want to think, oh, this is for me. To heck with those who don't want to. But I think that's a wonderful idea, Mary. If people wanted to donate or something, small amounts, that would be fine too. The park does cost money to, we have to rent it. It does cost money to put things like this on. But we definitely want it to be free.
Now Hastings is down by Lansing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep, it's about 40 minutes from Lansing and 40 minutes from Grand Rapids and 40 minutes from Kalamazoo. So it's
Okay.
actually in the perfect spot, but it's also Hastings is an amazing town. It has like the city feel, but a really small town vibe. So you,
Right.
you have your restaurants, but it still has a small hometown feel. And Charlton Park is beautiful. It's on a river. It has a campground. You can go fishing. The historical building itself. So this is why I love Charlton Park. A couple of years ago, they found an old cabin on the property and discovered that it was, of course, 1800s.
Wow.
It was, I can't remember who founded it, whose cabin it was. But what I do remember is Charlton Park was well known because that's where they would have church. So like the Native Americans, they would all come across Thornapple Lake over to Charlton Park to gather. And that's where the historical village is.
Yeah.
So it's a fascinating place.
Yeah. You said Appleton Lake, right? Or I remember hearing about that lake. Yeah, Thornapple Lake. Yeah, I remember that. Yep, for sure. Yeah, it's pretty nice country right there. Yeah.
So people can camp there?
Yeah, right literally next to the driveway to Charlton Park, there's two different campgrounds, and there's another one down Thornapple Lake Road. There's several of them, and there's a hotel in Hastings that can be stayed at. I've stayed there. It's nice and clean with plenty of restaurants to choose from. So
Wonderful.
it's the perfect location. Plenty of parking.
Mm-hmm. We're still in the planning process, so keep an eye out. That is, it's on Facebook, but things will be added as we go for sure.
Is it
That's
is
right.
it on the way back from where you guys are going to the Saturday? Is it close to there?
It's only about 40 minutes away.
Yeah.
Nope.
Maybe on the way back.
About 40 minutes.
Well, that's the plan. Is Sunday. Val and I will be meeting up with Mary and going to see it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I'm excited because it's so cool.
There.
It's an old village, and it has an old church, on the hill. The old-fashioned kind of churches, like what am I trying? Little house on the prairie type looking church, and then old banks and old, old school houses, and you can go in and you can look. And there's a couple of those buildings that are haunted. It's a cool energy there.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes, Sylvia. Good. Mark your calendars for sure.
Yes, mark your calendars. You're right.
I was kind of giggling at this comment. RJ, that looks like a bottle of Jack Daniels you're drinking.
By golly, how'd you?
Hey, now did you get cleared?
They gave me a clear sign of health here. I'm just back at it now.
Yeah. They didn't know what they were doing then when they lifted those restrictions, did they?
It's actually tea. So,
but Mary, you were at Michigan UFO Contacts, so that some of those restrictions didn't hold up very well, anyways. Did they?
No.
Yeah. No.
He was still.
That is one time out of the year I do like to partake at the UFO conference. Yes.
Yes. So the Ascension Con, or is that what we're calling the bigger one? Is the Ascension Con?
Ascension Con. Yeah. Yeah.
I think people need to, just make plans to come and camp or do like I do because I'm old. We'll glamp. We'll probably get a hotel room or something, motel room. Mm-hmm. But definitely it's going to be a weekend of, spiritual love and learning and growing and vibrations.
Yes.
And actually getting connecting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
it's
super,
gonna be,
super
I'm so excited for this year.
Mm-hmm.
Just
I am too.
We have so many good things coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and
we're just reading off each other.
I know.
Sorry.
I know. And we're in these times where people are in panic mode, and you have a lot of division, and you have a lot of negative, fearful thoughts. So, my hope is that what we're doing can help raise people. And I know your thinking is the same thing, Mary.
Yeah.
Raise people up
Yes,
out
yep.
of that. Because fear is like the lowest negative emotion. And that's where all of the ick is at. So the opposite of fear is love. So if you're up in that vibration and doing things like the DNA activations and
Healing and all that stuff,
healing
yeah.
and meditating and working together, then you're in a state of love. And it's impossible to
Mm-hmm.
be in that low fearful state
Yeah.
when you're in the love state. So I just wanted to put that out there. What are you looking at?
Oh, I was just seeing who sent that message to me about the Jack Daniels. Actually, Bourbon and I don't get along, so.
No. And yes, I agree. We need conventions in warmer states for November through February. So we've got to find a state where we can just go where it's warm.
Yeah.
Go have
Not
fun.
Florida.
Just be warm.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Well, we got about 2 minutes here, Mama Mary.
Yeah. This has gone
It flew
fast.
through.
It did.
Yep.
It did. So is there anything else about the blood moon that you want to get out there other than come, they can get tickets at the door. So many people have been asking me, how do I get tickets?
They
Show up.
can. Yep, you can come right up to the door and get I know the VIP and all the evening things are sold out. But really, if it's something you've always been interested in, or you've heard of the Stimson Hospital, it's worth coming to check out and get a feel for it.
All right.
You know, I feel this is my personal feel. I know there's some haunted places that really don't like paranormal groups. This house does. It will interact. It
Nice.
loves people. So
Nice. I love it. Well, thank you, Mary, for being with us and giving all this great information. It's always wonderful to spend time with you. Everybody have a fantastic week.
as always, yes.
Until we meet again, may all of your awakenings be mystical.
Bye, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Love you.